This game has become a youth group favorite that our students want to play again and again. It's one of the most requested games we've ever done. Hey, my name is Eric with a K, and this is the Practical Youth Ministry Tips podcast. I'm so glad you're here today. And I want to tell you about this game. Now, I have done scavenger hunts for years in youth ministry, all sorts of kinds, and I love being creative, using like amazing race type of stuff.
This is the Amazing Race.
But this particular one is a game, a scavenger hunt game that our students keep asking for. But let me tell you two reasons why we don't do it every single week. Number one, too much of a good thing is a bad thing, right? Like candy is great, but if you eat too much of it,
Although I ate way too much oxygen.
it's not good. Same thing. I know some of you are coffee lovers. You may just love coffee, but you have too much coffee. That's not going to be a good thing, right? So too much of a good thing is not good. So the second thing is it would kill our budget. And I'll tell you why. Because this is a gift card scavenger hunt. We hide gift cards all over the place, and that's the scavenger. They got to go find these gift cards. We've done this game 3 times in the last 9 months, and I think that's probably a good range, like maybe once every quarter or so. For our budget and for keeping it fresh and fun. And I've learned something every single time from my own mistakes. And the first time we played it, as you can see here on the screen, I hid them all over our parking lot. And it was a little dark outside. It was getting dark. It was kind of dusk. And after I hid like the first 3 or 4, I was like, I'm going to forget where these are. What if they don't find them all? So I started taking pictures of where they were. And sure enough, at the end of the game, there were 2 cards we couldn't find. And I went through my pictures and I learned something. I had taken these close-up pictures and I didn't know where, like point of reference, where they were. So like we have a bunch of bushes that are these deep bushes, as you can see. And I just did close-ups of them. I didn't actually zoom back to give me a reference for where that bush was. What's funny is the next day I went out looking for them. I found both of the cards. One of them was actually on the ground. So somebody had kicked it by accident as they're running around, the darker it was getting, and they didn't see it laying straight up on the ground. So the second time, I took photos from a little further back with a point of reference where we were. And this time we were we used our playground and an open seating area that we have outside, as well as a small field we had. So it kind of gave them boundaries of where they could be. And I always give some specific rules of where they are not. So to keep them out, like we have a rock section where water drainage area is. Like, don't go here. It's not up here. It's not. You don't have to climb anything as far as like embankments or whatever. So I give them some specific rules. We've done 10 cards each time, and this is a specific rule that I've given to them in this. Is if you find one, that's the card you get. You can't go looking for another one. Somebody asked recently, "Can I go find one for somebody else?" Because they didn't want to get up and run around. If they don't want to go looking, that's on them.
Oh, too bad. So sad. Well,
but everybody wants to go looking because they want to get the chance at the gift cards. So, but what's funny is I did the point of reference and there was a gift card that I couldn't find. Now, fast forward to this week, we played it for the 3rd time, and we played it in our worship center or sanctuary, whatever you want to call it. And I gave some parameters again. Can't go behind the curtains, can't go on the stage, can't go in the tech booth. Everything else is up for grabs as far as where you find it. Now, a thing we had done that we learned, again, from mistakes is let's no longer hide the actual gift cards. Let's use index cards, write what the gift card is on there, and hide the index cards. That way, if we can't find an index card, we still have a gift card and we can give it away in a different way.
brilliant.
I hid them, and I thought this would be like too quick. I thought it was going to be too easy. Much like when I hide baskets, Easter baskets for my kids. I always think it's going to be too easy, but somehow it takes forever. We got to play hot and cold.
You're getting colder.
which we have done in every single time we've played this gift card scavenger hunt. I've done the hot and cold thing. So I thought it was going to go quick, but I think it was 3 or 4 minutes before the first one was found. Now, what's really funny is there was actually, I'm going to come back to something that I thought was really funny in this moment, but let's just take a look at the students looking for the gift cards here from our gift card scavenger hunt this week. Take a look at this.
First time I see you guys in front of the church. Are you sure you hit it in this building?
This is Cornerstone, right? Oh no, we're at Mission Hills now. I hit him at the other old church.
Wait, how many are there?
There's 10. Max found one. Olivia found one. That means there's still 8 to be found. Huh?
Don't make me start looking. Once I start looking, I'm gonna pick one.
Everyone, you can search.
You can tell, like, they're running around trying to find. They're searching in between the crevices of. We have a couch that's kind of sits in the back for family stuff, whatever. I folded them. Some of them I folded up really tight. One of them I put underneath a table leg. And at one point I was like, okay, there's at least one in this quadrant and there's one in this fourth of the room. And I told them that once you find one, go sit down in the back section. And then we have like three left. So I was like, okay, who found, where'd you find yours? I'd go through and I would delete the picture that I had taken. All right, you found this one. I delete that picture, go through. Well, we found 9 of them. I knew there was one left. And I even had a point of reference. And I was pretty certain I knew exactly where I hit it, like into the crevices of this table. But we dismissed the students back into the room. I kept looking. I couldn't find it. So here's the lesson I learned from this. Next time, I will video close up of the actual card or the index card, zoom back for reference where in the place it's at. So there's no doubt exactly where it's hid. We talked about that as we were debriefing the game. That's what I'll do next time. So we don't lose one. But we had a gift card. I still had the gift card afterwards that we could give away in a different way for anybody who didn't get a chance to actually win the card. So we brought all the students who didn't find a card up. Now, the funny thing that happened.
That's funny. It's funny.
All right, going to come to that in just a second. If you want to learn how to run games in just a great way, you want to present them, you want to know how to set it up, whether it's you or a volunteer or even a student, I've written it. I want to give to you for free. It's a games ebook, a bunch of reasons why we should be doing games in youth ministry, a whole bunch of low prep, no prep games that I've included in there, as well as 15 best practices to help you crush being the game master, running those games. So that is in the link in the description below. I want to give that to you as a free gift if you haven't already gotten it. Now, back to the funny thing that happened. Okay, we were in the midst of this. I think only 2 gift cards had been found, and all of a sudden the student yells out, "I found one! I found one!" And I said, "Where'd you find it?" He goes, "It was taped up underneath the chair." I go, "I didn't tape anything." And show me your card. And he found a Chick-fil-A gift card that had been taped under the chair that was there from last summer when we had given away a few Chick-fil-A gift cards during a regular worship service. It was to promote something that we were doing. And we said, hey, we've hidden a few gift cards under seats in the room. Take a look right now. It must have been in a seat where somebody was not sitting and they never found it.
Funny, right? Right?
Had it been me sitting out there, I would have been looking in all the seats that nobody was sitting in. But so that was a really funny moment. Hey, thanks for jumping on. I want to tell you, if you want to watch more videos like this, I've got a great game I want you to check out. This game was one where somebody actually got cut and bled. Totally worth playing though. And I walk through all the instructions and you see some examples of the game. Check it out right here. So much fun. Thanks for joining me. If this was worth watching, share it with somebody else. And until next time, we'll have a great week. See you.